for now, because of the conduct alleged in the Form 4, which was throwing pretty good sized rocks, it's dangerous conduct. I am setting that $2,500 secured appearance bond. However, again, you may work with a bond company to get that bond set. Okay? All right. Thank you, sir. Manuel Varela, please, and then Guadalupe Torres. All right, sir, go ahead, state your name for the record.
Manuel J. Varela.
And Mr. Varela, what is your date of birth?
8175.
All right, and you are here because you were arrested on charges of burglary in the 3rd degree, a Class 4 felony, and the offense date for that is on or about May 9th of 2025. All right, in that matter, I am finding probable cause. I am appointing you an attorney. I am setting 2 hearings in your case, the first on June 3rd at 8:30 and the next one on June 5th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in your matter in the amount of $1,500. In the event that you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you may not return to the scene of the alleged crime or have any contact with the alleged victim. Okay?
Okay.
Go ahead, step left. All right, Guadalupe Torres, please. Mr. Torres, go ahead, state your name for the record.
I'm Guadalupe Xavier Torres, but it's 10/25/2000.
Thank you, and you are here today on 4 matters. So we're going to talk about your new case first, and then we'll go on to talk about your probation cases, okay? So you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for all of those. Based upon the information you provided to pretrial services, I am finding that you are not indigent for purposes of appointing you an attorney. You may retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting hearings in your new case on June 3rd at 8:30 and June 5th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in your new case in the amount of $500. Now, you are on probation in 3 other cases. These are CR 2019, 12323, CR 2020 129063, and CR 2022 112155. Again, based upon the information you provided to pretrial services today, let me back up. So your new charges for which you were arrested yesterday would constitute a violation of Term 1 of your probation in all of those cases. For purposes of appointing you an attorney, again, based upon the information you provided to pretrial services today, I'm finding that you are not indigent for purposes of appointing you an attorney, so I'm not appointing you.
But yeah, I might need one because my job's been going slow. That's why I have to run around. I was trying to tell her my job is going up and down because we haven't been a lot of work because the company I guess one of the owners was embezzling or something like that. I mean, so there hasn't been a lot of work lately, and so I've been out there trying to get money. I mean, that's why I was out there.
So I see that you were previously appointed public defender in your cases. So I'm going to go ahead and change those, all 4 of them, to indicate that I am appointing you an attorney today in all 4 cases. And then if you turn out not to qualify, that can be changed at a later time. But again, for all 4 cases, including your new case, I'm going to go ahead and appoint you an attorney. In each of your 3 probation violation cases, I'm setting hearings on June 3rd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am also setting in each of the 3 probation violation cases a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In the event you are able to post your bonds, and there are 4 of them, and secure your release, you will need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Okay, go ahead, step to the left. Sorry. James Johnson, please. And after Mr. Johnson, we are going to have Davis Zamaron. Mr. Johnson, go ahead and state your name for the record.
James Johnson.
Mr. Johnson, what is your date of birth?
05/25/1990.
Thank you. And you?
I got a question.
Sir.
Well, I'm sorry, I apologize, but I'm supposed to go to court for Mesa. It's more at like, I think it's like 1 or 2. Mm-hmm. I had like 9. I'm supposed to been with the court like before I got locked up last time, and then before that. But I'm supposed to go to court and get all that cleared out this morning. And I was trying to tell the dude last night. Forgot where I was at, but I was trying to tell him like I go to court in the morning. You know what I'm saying? And like all that can get dissolved together. But I guess he didn't want to listen to me. So
okay. So whatever you have going on in Mesa, I don't have that information in front of me. That's a separate, that Mesa Justice Court or whatever that is. That's something you're going to have to resolve with that Mesa court. Detention staff should be able to either arrange for you to call into that or appear remotely for that hearing, so you don't miss it. Just make sure. They should know about it, but if they don't, just make sure you let them know, okay? Okay. All right, you are here today on four matters. Your first matter was you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. I did find probable cause for that. I am appointing you an attorney, and I am setting hearings on June 3rd at 8:30 and June 5th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in your new case in the amount of $250. Now, in the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you would have to contact your probation officer within 72 hours, which leads me to your other cases. You are currently on probation in CR 2024-148299, CR 2024-153370, and CR 2025-107435. In each of those matters, your new charges would constitute a violation of Term 1 of your existing probation. In those probation violation matters, I am appointing you an attorney, and I'm setting hearings on June 3rd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In each of those 3 probation violation matters, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. So
3? There
are 3. So that is a combined secured appearance bond for all 4 cases, your new case, and then your 3 probation cases in the amount of $1,000. In the event you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you are reminded you will need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Okay, go ahead, step to the left. Davis, Zamaron, and then Cruz Robles, please.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Morning, sir. Go ahead, state your name for the record.
Davis Zamaron.
Mr. Zamaron, what is your date of birth?
7/8/85.
Thank you. And you are here because the Maricopa County Superior Court issued a warrant for your arrest based upon a failure to appear in their matter or in your matter, CR 2022-006708.
Yes. I was in the hospital. I wish I brought the paperwork with me, but I wasn't able to bring the paperwork with me.
Okay.
I was in the hospital for like 3 days.
Okay. When were you in the hospital?
I know it was Well, it was 2 days ago, and then last week, I believe, when I had court, it was that Wednesday, Thursday, and I think I got released Saturday.
So this arrest warrant was issued on May 15th, so you've had, gosh, almost 2 weeks to go ahead and clear it up.
Yes, I tried. That's why I came in yesterday. I had my brother call the cops on me and just like, hey, you know what, just surrender myself. So. Okay.
Well, then it sounds like you're moving in the right direction to get this taken care of. I'm not appointing you an attorney in this matter because if you were entitled to an attorney, one should already have been appointed for you. I am setting a hearing on June 3rd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. The failure to appear warrant states that a bond of $250 is appropriate. I'm going to go ahead and affirm that secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. In the event that you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you will need to contact your probation officer within 72 hours, okay? All right, go ahead, step to the left. Cruz Robles, please, and then Rogelio Sarmiento. Good morning. Go ahead, state your name for the record.
Cruz Joseph Robles III.
And Mr. Robles, what is your date of birth?
10/20/1987.
Thank you. And you are here today because you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing you an attorney, and I'm setting hearings on June 3rd at 8:30 and June 5th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in your matter in the amount of $750. In the event that you are able to post that bond and secure your release, you will need to go to your hearings, okay? Go ahead, step to the left.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Rogelio Sarmiento, please, and then Sean Marshall.
By the sergeant.
I'm sorry, what happened?
He just got removed by the sergeant.
Okay. Well, then we will skip Mr. Sarmiento and come back to him in just a minute. Sean Marshall, please, and the Victoria Williams. Mr. Marshall, go ahead and state your name for the record.
Sean Marshall,
Mr. Marshall, what is your date of birth?
11/15/85.
Thank you. And you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, and DUI, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing you an attorney. I did have a look. All right, sir, I'm inclined to release you today to pretrial services. If I were to do that, will you comply with pretrial services and will you attend your hearings?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm setting hearings on June 11th at 8:30 and June 13th at 8:30. I'm going to release you to pretrial services. You will need to register with pretrial services, who will perform drug and alcohol testing. All right?
Okay.
You are not to drive a motor vehicle until further order of the court. Okay, go ahead, step to left. Victoria Williams, please. Ms. Williams, go ahead, state your name for the record.
Victoria Williams.
And Ms. Williams, what is your date of birth?
5/15/1986.
Thank you. And you were arrested yesterday on charges of assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor. For purposes of, I'm finding that for purposes of appointing you an attorney that you are indigent, and an attorney should be appointed for you at your next hearing, which will be on June 11th at 1 p.m. in the Goodyear Municipal Court. Will you go to that?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance. However, there are certain release conditions, including that you may not reside at the same location as the alleged victim or go to the alleged victim's residence, even if you are an owner or renter of the residence. If you presently reside with the alleged victim, you must find an alternative residence. You can arrange for one civil standby with your local law enforcement.
I have a question.
Yes.
This is my home, and I have 6 children in
Okay.
my home. He just gets mail at my home because he's a truck driver. So
Okay.
I have to go home and get my kids.
Okay. So so are they shared children with him, or are they just
Just
yours?
one.
Okay.
Just one is shared. The
All
other
right.
5 are just mine.
Okay, and I never mean to pry unnecessarily, ma'am. I really don't. Oh, okay, so you share one child with him. Is that your youngest?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. How old are your other ones?
I have a 17-year-old, a 16-year-old. My son turned 13 today. I have a 7 and a 6-year-old, and then the 3-year-old with him.
Okay. All right. So this is a no contact order only with regard to your husband, your significant other.
My daughter's dad.
Your daughter's dad. Okay, thank you. Okay, so this is only a no contact order with regard to him. I did see from the Form 4 that you guys shared at least one child.
Mm-hmm.
So you can contact him involving issues directly involving parenting of that child.
Okay.
So this is only a no contact order with regard to your child's father. Okay,
Okay.
It's not a no contact order with regard to any of your children, but because you're the one that has charges,
Mm-hmm.
You can't go back to, I'm ordering at this time, you can't go back to the scene of the alleged crime. So you and the kids, if you're going to have the kids with you, are going to have to find someplace else to live at least until June 11th, okay?
Okay.
Okay, unless he leaves the house. Okay, and I will put that in there because I realize that is a lot of people to relocate. Hold on. Defendant and alleged victim share a residence. All right, I'm saying defendant and the alleged victim share a residence. In the event the alleged victim vacates the residence, then defendant may return to the residence, okay?
Yes.
All right. All right, and so with that, again, go to your court date, because if you don't, an arrest warrant may issue for you, and really it's just better to stay on top of these things, okay? Go ahead, step to left. Ileana Torres, please, and then Sal Garcia.
Good morning.
Good morning. All right, Ms. Torres, go ahead, state your name for the record.
It's Ileana Torres. My date of birth is 09/20/1981.
Thank you. And you are here because you got arrested.
On my way to work.
Huh?
On my way to work. I didn't even know.
For failure, on a failure to appear warrant out of the West Mesa Justice Court.
Mesa.
Because in the nature of the charges, you are not entitled to have me appoint an attorney here for you today. However, you may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I'm setting a hearing on June 10th at 8:30 in the West Mesa Justice Court. Will you go to that?
Yes, I will.
Okay, I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance. You need to go to that. So, because if you don't, another arrest warrant will probably issue.
I understand. No, I will be there.
Okay, go ahead, step to the left.
Thank you.
Sal Garcia and then Alexis Alvarez, please.
Hello.
Hello. Mr. Garcia, go ahead and state your name for the record.
Saul Garcia,
And Mr. Garcia, what is your date of birth?
4590.
Thank you. And you are here because you were arrested yesterday on charges of driving with a suspended or revoked license, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for that. Because of the nature of the charges, you are not entitled to have me appoint an attorney here for you today. However, you may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I'm setting a hearing on June 10th at 2 p.m. in the Buckeye Municipal Court. Will you go to that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance. You may not drive without a valid driver's license.
Okay.
Okay, go ahead, step left. Alexis Alvarez and then Jeffrey Barfels, please.
Hello.
Hello, go ahead, state your name for the record.
Alexis Alvarez,
And Mr. Alvarez, what is your date of birth?
November 7, 79.
Thank you. And you were arrested based upon a failure to appear warrant out of the South Mountain Justice Court. Because of the nature of those charges, you're not entitled to have me appoint an attorney here for you today. However, you may, of course, retain an attorney at your own expense to represent you. I am setting a hearing on June 11th at 9 a.m. in the South Mountain Justice Court. Will you go to that?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance. You do need to go to that hearing, otherwise another arrest warrant may issue. Okay, so you need to get it taken care of. Go ahead, step to the left.
Thank you.
Jeffrey Barfels, please. Morning, sir. Go ahead, state your name for the record.
Jeffrey Barfels,
And Mr. Barfels, what's your date of birth?
February 26, 1953.
Thank you. And you were arrested yesterday on charges of disorderly conduct, fighting, a Class 1 misdemeanor, and assault, a Class 1 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing you an attorney, and I'm setting two hearings in your case. The first is on June 10th at 2 p.m. in the Arrowhead Justice Court, and the second one is on June 12th at 9 a.m. in the Peoria Municipal Court.
Okay.
Will you go to those two hearings?
Yes, I will.
Okay, I'm going to release you today on your own recognizance, but there are release conditions. You may not reside at the same location as the alleged victim or go to the alleged victim's residence, even if you are the owner or renter of that residence. If you presently reside with the alleged victim, which I believe you do, you're going to need to find someplace else to live, at least until further order of the court, okay?
Okay.
You can arrange for one civil standby to collect any essential belongings.
Okay.
All right, go ahead, step to the left.
Thank you.
Eric Case and then Jose Luna Lopez, please. All right, Mr. Case, go ahead, state your name for the record.
I'm Eric Case,
Mr. Case, what is your date of birth?
1276.
Thank you. And you are here because you were arrested on a direct complaint arrest warrant out of the Maricopa County Superior Court. That direct complaint arrest warrant was issued on April 15th of 2019. It alleges that on or about April 19th of 2018, you engaged in shoplifting with 2 or more predicate offenses, a Class 4 felony. I am appointing you an attorney. It appears to me, based upon my review, that the reason you're here in front of me today is because you haven't had any law enforcement contact at least since April of 2019. Is that true?
That's true, ma'am.
Okay. All right. I am I'm appointing you an attorney. I'm setting 2 hearings. First on June 11th June 11th at 8:30, and then the next one on June 13th at 8:30, both in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. Will you go to those?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, I'm going to release you today to pretrial services, okay? You need to register with them, and you need to go to your hearing dates. If you don't, kind of giving you a pass because it's been 5 years and a little bit of change, and you haven't had law enforcement contact. But if you don't go to those hearings, because now you know about them, right?
Yes,
so you
ma'am.
need to go.
I will.
Okay. If you
Yes,
don't
ma'am.
go, a warrant probably will issue for your arrest. Go ahead, step to the left.
Thank you, ma'am.
Jose Luna Lopez, please.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Go ahead, state your name for the record.
Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Jose Luis Lopez Jr.
Oh, you went so fast.
Good morning, my dialect. My name is Jose Luis. Good morning, Your Honor. My name is Jose Luis Lopez Jr.
Okay.
I apologize. I have a sleep right now. I'm trying to wake up.
It's okay. All right, and Mr. Lopez, what is your date of birth?
4/28/1987.
Thank you. All right, you were arrested yesterday on charges of possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony. Based upon the very limited information I have in front of me in the Form 4, I'm not finding probable cause for that. However, I am advising you that the allegations are not dismissed, and you must still attend the court dates, which I will tell you, because formal charges may nevertheless be filed. If you do not appear at the court dates, then an arrest warrant could issue, okay? All right, I am appointing you an attorney, and I'm setting hearings on June 11th at 8:30 and June 13th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. That information will all be in your paperwork, so you don't necessarily have to commit that to memory right now, but that information is in your paperwork, okay?
Thank you.
All right.
Sure.
All right, Clement Palaka, please. Good morning, sir.
Good morning, ma'am. How are you doing today?
I'm all right.
That's good.
All right, they gave you that white card, is that right?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
The white card.
All right, Mr. Palaka, can I please have your, can you please state your name for the record?
Clement Castle Palaka, 62989.
Thank you. And you are here today because a warrant for your arrest was issued by the Gila River Indian community. The Gila River Indian community wants you back on its warrant. You were given some paperwork on a laminated card. Did you read that paperwork?
Yes, and I have a few questions when you're done.
Okay, I will answer what I can, but I'm going to tell you that I cannot provide you with legal advice.
Yes, I understand that.
Okay.
Okay, my question is, I know it doesn't pertain to this court here, but they said that they have given me a notice of a court appearance over there, but it's due to the lack of due diligence on their part because I've never received anything inside the mail.
Okay.
I don't know if you can relay that to them as well, but I want to know if I know it's going to affect what I already have right here and what I'm doing here. It's on a class misdemeanor 1. Basically, I've been sentenced to 49 days, so basically I had 10 days, 60 days with everything done. In any way, if I get a bond over there and I pay the bond, is Maricopa County still gonna violate my probation, which I just received from here, which is 3 years non-supervision probation, and a class of to report to SAGE, and I have court on 7/2/25.
Okay. So 3 things. 1, do you have papers over your microphone, or are you just that soft-spoken?
Yeah, soft-spoken. I'm sorry.
It's okay. So maybe you can speak up because I want to hear what you say.
Okay. I'll repeat that again. I'm here on a misdemeanor 1 assault. It's I don't know the CR number, but I have court on 7/25.
Okay.
And they ordered me to go to SAGE.
I'm sorry. You're going to have to be specific. You have court in Maricopa County in July.
Okay, so yes.
Okay, because
so
we
this
have two
case,
jurisdictions going on, right?
yes, I have two separate jurisdictions. One, they're claiming me to go back over there,
Okay.
and I don't mean to yell.
No, you're not yelling, actually. Thank you.
I have to go back over there and take care of whatever is taken care of, but the lack of due diligence on their part, I have never received any kind of notice saying that I had court or anything. This is the first time noticing that I have a warrant and everything. So I've never received anything in the mail stating this or whatever. I don't know if it was, I don't know what the problem was, but it's miscommunication on their part. Like I said, lack of due diligence. But I'm wondering if it's going to affect me. So if I get a bond over there, let's say the bond's like $500 or so, and I can pay the bond, is this going to affect what I have here going on right now? Because right now, as we speak, I'm on probation for 3 years, non-supervision probation through the municipal court. And I also got to go back and see her, and it's in room 605 in downtown municipal court at 300 West Jefferson Street, Phoenix, Arizona 85003, I think it is. So what I'm basically wondering is, if I post that bond, am I gonna still be held there until Maricopa comes pick me up, and then I lose my bond because of that?
Okay. So I think when you say by there, you mean the Gila...
the Gila River Reservation.
Okay.
Gila River County in Sacramento, Arizona.
That is its own entity. That is its own jurisdiction, and...
Yeah, I understand that because it's a sovereign nation, too, as well as that. So,
So basically what I'm going to do today is I can't set any bond. I can only set a bond here, right? In Maricopa County. So when we'll talk to that, we'll get to that point. If you are still in custody when you're hearing, it sounds like you have some other stuff going on in some municipal matters in Arizona. Is that?
Well, basically, it's municipal court is unsupervised probation. Basically, what the judge states is the judge is my probation officer because I don't have a probation officer. To go back on the hearing for 7/2/25, that's basically to let me know if I have restitution or whatever else, and possibly check in with her and let her know how I'm doing. But at the process of this, I'm not going to be out. So if you are still in custody here in Maricopa County, let detention officers know that. I mean, you've got a lot of time between now and July 2nd. But if you are still in custody on July 2nd, there will be an arrangement made for you to attend that municipal court matter. It's probably going to be remotely, but they will make, the detention officers, detention staff will make that accommodation for you, okay? Are we speaking of the detention officers here? Because every time I speak to a detention officer, and no disrespect to anybody, and I know they have a lot going on and they have certain paperwork they're doing, sometimes it don't go as planned or it's failed to be taken care of on their part.
Okay. So, and again, we're getting a little ahead of ourselves, but the ITR is temporary, right? So if you remain in custody, you will be transferred somewhere else. That facility you will go to, at that point, they should be able to ensure that you attend or give you the capability of attending whatever hearings you need to, whatever court hearings you need to attend. So let's go back and let's talk about your Gila River Indian Community warrant. Now, you said you read that white paper, that white laminated card, right?
I read it to a certain extent because, this is in Spanish. I don't have, you have one in English?
The whole thing's in Spanish?
Yeah, the whole thing's in Spanish. Or no? No, it's not. Oh, it's this type. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I kind of understand this a little bit. But they're gonna come pick me up anyway, regardless of whether I read this or not, because it sounds to me like they really want me. So, how long is it gonna take for them to come get me? Because I really want to get this taken care of so that way I can get on with my life and do things that I need to do out there in the streets.
All right, and I appreciate that. So I have a script, and so I need to go through that. So I make sure that I let you know everything you need to know, okay?
Yes,
or
ma'am.
everything that I am required to tell you. You have, as I stated, you have a warrant from the Gila River Indian community. You have a choice to make at this time. You can choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing and be sent back to the Gila River Indian community within 30 days, or you can demand an extradition hearing and that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both the Gila River Indian community and the state of Arizona. If you choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing, you would be held non-bondable in Maricopa County Jail for a period of up to 30 days to allow time for the Gila River Indian community to come and get you. That 30 days would start tomorrow as long as you do not have any criminal charges pending against you anywhere in Arizona. If you do have criminal charges pending against you in Arizona, the 30-day period would not start until those charges are resolved. If you choose to have an extradition hearing, I will set your hearing for June 9th at 1:30 p.m. in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I cannot appoint an attorney to represent you because extradition matters are civil in nature, but you would have the right to hire a lawyer at your expense if you choose. You are entitled to bail, which in this case would be in the amount of a $15,000 secured appearance bond. If you are unable to post your bail, you would be held in custody during that time or until another judge modifies your bail. A governor's warrant signed by the governors of both the Gila River Indian community and Arizona is required to extradite you to the Gila River Indian community. That process would take up to 90 days. So you have to let me know now whether you wish to waive your right to an extradition hearing or not.
So if I waive it, you said I get a $15,000 bond, right? Is that secured or all cash?
Okay, so if you waive your right to an extradition hearing, you will be held non-bondable until the Gila River Indian community comes for you, and that could take up to 30 days. If you decide not to waive your right to an extradition hearing, I will set the extradition hearing for June 9th at 1:30 p.m., and I will set a bond of a secured appearance bond of $15,000, which means you can work with a bond company to post that bond.
So collateral and cash.
Collateral, yes.
Okay. No, I'd rather let them come pick me up because I need to take care of this, whatever it is, and I'm curious to know what it is.
Is a charge of aggravated assault.
Is it in their case, you know how over here it's a misdemeanor, felony, F1, F4, F5, and 6. What is this felony assault or misdemeanor assault?
It is aggravated assault, which at least in Arizona would be a felony. However, this is a Gila River Indian community charge.
Yes, it is sovereign nation, so.
Right. So, and they have issued this warrant for you, so all I can do is act on the warrant.
Can you request them to come get me within a certain amount of time? I want to waive that.
Okay. So, all right. So in view of that, I understand at this time you do want to sign the waiver of extradition. I need to ask some questions as I am making a record of this proceeding. Did you read the extradition paperwork?
No, I did not read that part.
Okay, you have to read it if you want to waive your extradition hearing.
Okay,
Okay.
I understand.
All right, do you understand that you do not have to sign the paperwork waiving your right to an extradition hearing?
Yes, I totally understand.
Okay. Do you understand that you have the right to an extradition hearing?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you understand that you have the right to demand that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both the Gila River Indian community and Arizona before you are returned to the Gila River Indian community?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have the right to bail?
Yes.
Do you want to give up those rights and sign the paperwork?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Your Honor, sorry.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign the paperwork?
No.
Okay. Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication within the last 24 hours?
No, ma'am.
Okay. I find that you knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily are signing the waiver, and I am also signing it. I'm directing the Sheriff's Office to notify the Gila River Indian community that you are ready to return. The Gila River Indian community will have 30 days from tomorrow to pick you up unless there are local charges pending in Arizona. If there are local charges pending, the 30 days will not start until the conclusion of that case. Do you have any questions?
Is there any way that I can find out today if I have anything pending around in the state that I can take care of on my part? Just because I'm here in custody and I can't figure out what it is that is out there in Arizona, because it's obviously that this was out there and it just popped up and I don't even know anything about it.
I don't have that information, sir.
So how would I get that information if you have any?
I honestly don't know, sir. So your option would be to not waive your right. If that's what your concern is, your option would be to not waive your rights and to proceed with the extradition hearing on June 9th at 1:30 p.m. You could talk to the judge at that point.
So you're limited to your resources,
I'm
basically.
limited to my resources.
All right,
yes, sir.
that's understandable. I'll sign that paper.
Okay. All right. With that, so you are waiving, just to be clear, you are waiving your right to an extradition hearing, and you're going to be held non-bondable here in Arizona until the Gila River Indian community comes for you, which could be up to 30 days.
And if they don't come in at 30 days, then
they can request a little bit of extra time, but if they don't come within the 30 days or the little bit of extra time they request for whatever their circumstances are, then you would be released. However, you could be re-arrested on the warrant. So.
yes. And the last question that I have, say I end up staying here for another 30 days, that equals up to 90 days. Would it be possible where I just revoke the probation with the municipal court at that time?
That I don't know, sir, and I can't provide you with legal advice, and that would be up to you in the municipal court. So.
Okay. All right.
All right, so I am indicating that at this point you are going to sign the paperwork waiving your right to an extradition hearing, and you will be held non-bondable here in Arizona for a period of up to 30 days to allow the Gila River Indian community to come for you. And I am signing that paperwork, so you are also going to need to sign, and I say paperwork, but really it's the computer form. And there is a box up here for your signature.
Am I free to approach?
All right, and with that, we should be to our house calls. That concludes your matter with me this morning, sir, and I wish you the best of luck getting everything taken care of.
Thank you, likewise. You have a great day.
Thanks. All right, we have several house calls this morning. These house calls are not, these individuals are not able to be with us because they are a danger to self, a danger to others, or otherwise not able to function for being here in the courtroom this morning. Our first house call is Rogelio Sarmiento. Mr. Sarmiento's date of birth is March 19th of 1983. Mr. Sarmiento was arrested yesterday on charges of possession of narcotic drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. I did find probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing him an attorney. I'm setting 2 hearings in his case, the first on June 3rd at 8:30 and the next one on June 5th at 8:30, both in downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am setting a secured appearance bond in his case in the amount of $750. Our next house call is Christopher Oakes. Mr. Oakes' date of birth is July 28th of 1985. Mr. Oakes is here because Maricopa County Superior Court issued warrants for his arrest on allegations that he violated his probation in cases CR 2023-155620 and CR 2023-134858. In each of those probation violation matters, I am appointing Mr. Oakes an attorney. And I am setting hearings on June 3rd at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. In Mr. Oakes' case ending 5620, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $500. And in his case ending 4858, I am setting a secured appearance bond in the amount of $250. Our next house call is Dion Alexander. Mr. Alexander was arrested yesterday on charges of resisting arrest, using physical force, a Class 6 felony, and criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, a Class 3 misdemeanor. I did find probable cause for both of those. I am appointing him an attorney, and I am setting hearings on June 11th at 8:30 and June 13th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. My intention at this time is to release Mr. Alexander on his own recognizance. Our last house call is Brian Cota. Mr. Cota's date of birth is February 2nd, 1984. Mr. Cota was arrested yesterday on charges of hit and run with an injury, a Class 5 felony. Did find probable cause for that. I am appointing Mr. Cota an attorney. I am setting hearings on June 3rd and June 5th at 8:30 in the downtown Maricopa County Superior Court. I am, actually, could we update that? I want to add that I am specifically ordering that Mr. Cota not drive a motor vehicle until further order of the court. Right, I am setting a secured appearance bond in Mr. Cota's case in the amount of $7,500 and requiring that he not initiate contact with any alleged victim. All right, if anything happens after I talk to the house calls, I will update my written orders. With that, we are going to stand adjourned from the 8 a.m. initial appearance calendar, and we will reconvene at 11 a.m. and we're off the record. All right. Be seated.
Do we have our Spanish-speaking interpreter on the line?
Yes.
Brooke, you know, that one might have to go at the end.
No, but that's fine.
Do you want to come back?
Yeah, can I come back? Would that be okay?
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Good morning, Your Honor. Fernando Venegas with the Interpreter's Office.
Great. Hang on for a second for me if you can. All right. This is the 11 a.m. initial appearance calendar for May 27th, 2025.
Muy bien, estamos a las 11 de la mañana y esta es la vista inicial, el día 27 de mayo del año 2025.
The court's orders for the taking of DNA and fingerprints
Y también las órdenes respecto a la toma de las huellas dactilares y las muestras del ADN
that were given on the first calendar of May 1st, 2025,
hechas el primero del mes de mayo del año 2025
shall apply to all matters on this calendar.
y eso aplicará a todas las causas, más bien en esta lista de causas.
All right. Oh, you know what? Get Brooke back here. Because it's an interpreter matter. Can I have Elmo Ramos?
¿Podría pasarle el señor Elmo Ramos?
Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Señor, dígame su nombre, sus apellidos y la fecha de nacimiento también.
Vidaín Elmo Ramos. 29 de febrero de 2004.
Vidaín Ramos. February 29,
Elmo.
2004. Elmo.
Sí.
Sir, you're here on a Superior Court new case.
Señor, estás aquí por un caso nuevo en el Tribunal Superior.
Alleging one count of possession of narcotic drugs. That's a class 4 felony.
Se le acusa, señor, a usted de tenencia de droga narcótica. Esto es un delito de categoría 4.
And one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony.
Y también tiene una acusación de tenencia de adminículos de droga. Es un delito de categoría 6.
Based on your financial affidavit, I could not find that you're indigent.
Ahora, señor, según la declaratoria jurada de su condición económica, se determina que usted no es insolvente.
So you can do one of two things. One, hire your own attorney.
Y a raíz de eso tiene una de dos opciones. Usted podrá contratar a su propio abogado.
Or two, give more information to the next judge about how much you make, how many bills that you have. Are you supporting other people?
Y la otra opción, número 2, sería de que usted dé más información con el siguiente juez que le toque tocante a su condición económica respecto a el ingreso que gana, los biles, cuentas y cuántos mantiene en su hogar.
Your next court hearing will be a status conference June 3rd at 8:30.
Y la próxima audiencia, señor, está programada para el día 3 de junio a las 8:30 de la mañana para una consulta de actualización.
I've set a $1,000 secured appearance bond.
Y se ha fijado una fianza de $1,000 con garantía.
That means you can go through a bonding company.
Eso quiere decir que usted podrá trabajar la fianza con una fiadora de fianzas.
You also have a long list of release conditions that you will have to follow if you bond out.
También, señor, usted tendrá una lista larga de condiciones de su libertad preventiva si es que deposita la fianza y lo ponen en libertad.
The court will give you your paperwork with all this information written down for you.
La juez le va a entregar esto a usted, señor, con esta información por escrito.
Okay, next is Alex Musi.
Muy bien, el siguiente, Alex Musi.
Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Alex Musi, October 9th, 2002.
And counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. Brooke Gahn on behalf of the state.
Pardon the interpreter, Your Honor. The interpreter is required for this matter?
It's marked as an interpreter matter. Do you speak?
I don't speak any Spanish.
Which is why I was wondering. It's marked as interpreter, but you speak English. All right. Go back that way. I can let you go again.
Okay.
I apologize.
That's okay.
When I saw that, I went, oh, no. So we're going to put that at the end. Can you take that interpreter icon off?
Yes.
Okay. All right, for the rest of you. So you saw, I'm going to call you up individually. You're going to state your name and date of birth. Sir, do you need an interpreter? Interpreter, can you see if anybody else needs your services?
Yes, Your Honor. ¿Alguien más aquí ocupa intérprete en español? ¿Alguien más aquí no habla inglés? Diga su nombre o levante su mano para que se le interprete en español.
I had a hand raised, so I can't hear you.
Number 3.
Number 3?
Yeah, for Spanish.
Okay, let's see. Maybe that one was the one that was supposed to be marked. Leonardo Mejia Solis? Come on into the courtroom. Leonardo Mejia Solis? Come on into the courtroom.
El señor Leonardo Mejía Solís, pásale a la sala.
And is there anyone else?
¿Hay alguien más que requiere intérprete?
Okay. All right. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Muy bien, señor. Dígame sus nombres y sus apellidos junto con la fecha de nacimiento.
Leonardo Alexander Mejía Solís, fecha de nacimiento 26/10 del 99.
Leonardo Alexander Mejía Solís, 10/26/99.
All right, sir, you're here on a municipal court new case.
Señor, estás aquí por un caso nuevo, expedido del Tribunal Municipal,
Alleging one count of consuming liquor in a vehicle, Class 2 misdemeanor.
tiene un punto de acusación, señor, de consumir una bebida alcohólica dentro de un vehículo. Esto es una falta de categoría 2.
Due to the nature of the charges, because it's a misdemeanor, you're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer.
Ahora, señor, debido a que se considera la índole de la acusación, que es una falta, no se le podrá nombrar a un abogado de oficio por el tribunal.
Your next hearing will be an arraignment, June 10th at 8:30.
La próxima cita programada es para la lectura formal de la acusación el día 10 de junio.
And I am going to release you on your own promise to go to that court hearing on June the 10th.
Y lo pondré a usted en libertad bajo caución juratoria con su compromiso de que se presentará al tribunal el 10 de junio.
All right, get your paperwork from the court staff. Good luck to you.
Muy bien. Recoge el papeleo aquí del personal del tribunal. Buena suerte, señor.
Gracias.
Thank you.
All right, thank you so much, interpreter.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a good day.
You too.
Thank you.
All right, then for the rest of you, I'm going to call you in individually. You're going to state your name and date of birth. I will tell you what you've been booked on and whether an attorney has been appointed to represent you. I'm also going to give you the date of your next court appearance. I will let you know whether you're eligible for a bond or not. Now, if it's a secured bond, that means you can go through a bonding company. Phone numbers for the various bonding companies are located in that jail area. You can call any one of them. They will accept collect calls. If it's a cash bond, that means you have to pay the entire amount of the bond. I'm also going to give you, tell you whether you have release conditions like no contact with the alleged victim or no going back to the alleged scene of the crime. You need to follow each and every condition if you want to remain released. Let me remind you, if you've been ordered by a court not to have contact with the victim and then you do so, you may be charged with an additional felony. Now, when you come in the courtroom, please be aware this is being video recorded. So do not talk about the facts of your case, as you have the right to remain silent. As you leave the courtroom, court staff's going to give you your paperwork. That's going to show you your charges, your attorney information, if you've been given an attorney, where, when, what time your next court date is, whether you're eligible for a bond or not, and then it'll have a list of all your release conditions. Purpose of this hearing is to determine whether you're eligible for a bond or not. That decision is based on your past criminal history, any failures to appear, Arizona law, and your current charges. It's not based on personal information, so don't go into that. All right, James Alston, come on in. And then Courtney Irving to the chair outside the courtroom. All right, sir, state your name and date of birth.
James Antonio Austin, 11/27/1986.
Okay, you have three matters. The first one is a Superior Court new case alleging one count of aggravated domestic violence, Class 5 felony, one count of an assault, Class 1 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, June 3rd at 8:30. Set a $15,000 bond on that. Now, the next two that you have are both probation violations. You're on probation for 2 Class 4 felonies. Probation now is alleging you violated your probation by getting the new charges. Those are called Term 1 violations. Now, I've appointed a lawyer on each of those to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, June 3rd at 8:30. And pursuant to Arizona Criminal Rule of Procedure 7.2C, you'll be held non-bailable on those two. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Courtney Irving, come on in. Marcos Garcia, to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Courtney Irving, 3/28/1980.
All right. You've got Superior Court new case alleging one count of possession for sale of narcotic drug, one count of possession for sale of dangerous drugs, both class 2 felonies. One count of possession of narcotic drug, one count of possession of dangerous drug, both class 4 felonies. One count of possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. Now, because you didn't fill out the form, your financial form, I can't appoint you an attorney. I don't know if you've got a job or whatever. So you can do one of two things. You can hire your own attorney. When you get to court the next time, fill out that form to see if you're eligible for a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference, June 3rd at 8:30. I've set a $50,000 bond. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Marcos Garcia, come on in. Daniel Key, to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Marcos Garcia, January 22nd, 1982.
All right, you have an out-of-county warrant. This is from Apache County Superior Court for one kind of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument. That's a class 3 felony. One count of an unlawful imprisonment. That can be a felony or a misdemeanor. And then one count of threats. That can be a felony or a misdemeanor.
What was the last count? Sorry.
Threats. Now, I can't appoint you an attorney here. They'll have to do that in Apache County if you're eligible, and you'll have to fill out your financial form. Your next hearing there will be an arraignment, May 30th, so in 3 days at 8:30. I've set a $50,000 bond, okay? Get your paperwork from the court staff. Daniel Key, come on in. Nora Fuentes Morales, to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Nathaniel K. 030697.
All right, you've got a Superior Court new case alleging one kind of armed robbery with a deadly weapon. That's a class 2 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, June 3rd at 8:30. I've set a $25,000 bond. No returning to the alleged scene of the crime. No contact with the alleged victim. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Nora Fuentes Morales. And then Felicia Ellingford, to the chair outside the courtroom. State your name and date of birth.
Nora Fuentes Morales, 4/9/1992.
You've got a Superior Court new case alleging one kind of aggravated assault on a first responder, class 5 felony. One kind of resisting arrest, class 6 felony. One kind of obstruction, refusing to give a true name, class 2 misdemeanor. One kind of criminal trespass in the 3rd degree, class 3 misdemeanor. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, June 3rd at 8:30. Set a $15,000 bond. No contact with the alleged victim. Got it?
No.
Yes?
No.
You don't understand that?
No, these are not my charges.
What?
These are not my charges.
Those are not your charges?
No.
Okay. Well, these are the charges you have been booked on. And I have found probable cause based on the police summary. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Felicia Ellingford, come on in. State your name and date of birth.
Felicia Ellingford, 12/24/90.
Okay, you have a Superior Court arrest warrant alleging one count of possession of a forged instrument, one count of possession of narcotic drug. Those are both Class 4 felonies. One count of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. These alleged date of offense is September 11th of 2024. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, June 3rd at 8:30. Set a $2,500 cash bond. No contact with the alleged victim. Got it? Get your paperwork from the court staff. Jaden Kruzinski, come on in. And Jose Benales to the chair outside the courtroom. Jaden, come on in. Jose Benales to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Jaden Anthony Paul Persinski.
Can you speak up louder, please?
Jaden Anthony Paul Persinski.
And your date of birth?
July 6, 1993.
All right, you have two matters. They're both probation violations. You're on probation for 2 Class 4 felonies. Probation is alleging you violated term 3 and 5. I've appointed a lawyer on each of these to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, June 3rd at 8:30. And I've set a $1,000 bond on each. If you post those 2 bonds, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Right there. Jose, come on in. Vincent Acosta to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Jose Leon, 590.
Date of birth?
590.
All right, you have 2 matters. The first one is a Superior Court new case alleging 2 counts of aggravated assault, 1 count of possession of dangerous drugs. Those are all Class 4 felonies. 1 count of resisting arrest, 1 count of possession of drug paraphernalia, both Class 6 felonies. At this time, I didn't have any information concerning your financial status. You didn't fill out the paperwork. So you can do one of 2 things. You can hire your own attorney, or when you go to court next time, fill out the form to see if you're eligible for a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing will be a status conference, just a status conference on June 3rd at 8:30. I've set a $25,000 bond on that. Now, the next one that you have is a probation violation. You're on probation for a Class 6 felony. Probation is alleging you violated term 3, 4, and 5. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, June 3rd at 8:30. Set a $900 bond. Now, if you would post these 2 bonds, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, get your paperwork from the court staff. Vincent Acosta, come on in. Kevin Roth to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Vincent James Acosta, 127.
excuse me, 1277?
You've got a failure to appear warrant.
Yes, my son passed away, and I wasn't in the right state of mind to remember the court date the next. The pretrial service lady called me, and I just got done talking to my girlfriend, saying that I know I have court. I know there's a 3 in there. I thought it was the 23rd, but it was the 13th. And like I said, I wasn't in the right state of mind. I completely I forgot about everything. I've been walking around in a fog for the past month already, and I just want to apologize to the courts for doing that. I already called my lawyer, and he put in a motion to quash the warrant, and he got me a new court date on June 2nd, and he just told me to sit tight and stay out of trouble till then, and that's what I was doing. Like I said, I apologize for not going to court. I simply forgot all about it. Or not even, I didn't forget about it, I just didn't think about it.
Katrina, can you see on this, there's a 520 oral argument set?
My lawyer, sorry.
I can't pull up the, oh, here I got it. Yep. No, it says that the warrant will remain active at this time.
Why? Can I ask?
Because the court ruled that way.
Okay.
I don't know, it's another judge, but the warrant was not quashed.
Well, that's what he put in for. He did give me a new court date from what he told me. Is it true that I have a court date, that's June 2nd?
You do have a court date on June 2nd, but they did not quash the warrant.
I mean, I don't have much money left. I need to be out there with my kids and my girl. They're going through it. I'm no good in here. I mean, I have no problem going. I do have my sanity back. I'm not walking around in that fog no more.
Yeah, no, there still is a warrant here.
I think I have a couple $100 saved up. I mean, I could put that towards the bond.
Yeah, I have to follow the warrant. The judge did not quash the warrant, so.
Can we lower the bond?
No.
I mean,
not when they.
How much is the bond?
Let me see.
You know, it's from month.
Yeah, it's cash only. It's $1,000 cash. So you've got one count of possession of narcotic drug, one count of possession of dangerous drugs, both class 4 felonies, one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, class 6 felony. You already have a court-appointed lawyer.
Yeah,
Your next hearing is going to be a status conference, June 3rd at 8:30, and the judge set your bond at $1,000 cash.
They're putting me on probation. I signed for probation.
I know, sir, but I cannot, I mean, the judge saw the warrant, your attorney asked it to be quashed, but the judge didn't do that, so I have to respect another judge's decision. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Good luck to you. That way. Kevin Roth? Oh, now I'm glad I did that. Come on in, Christian. Pinuelos? Christian, to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Kevin Roth, June 19th, 1996.
All right, you have 2 matters. The first one is a Superior Court new case alleging one count of possession of drug paraphernalia, that's a class 6 felony, one count of possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be a status conference, June 3rd at 8:30. It's at a $900 bond. Then the second one that you have is a probation violation. You're on probation for a class 4 felony. Probation is alleging you violated your probation by getting the new charges. That's called a Term 1 violation. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, June 3rd at 8:30, and I've set a $900 bond on that as well. Now, if you post these two bonds, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours, okay? All right, get your paperwork from the court staff. Court staff? You might want to see what he's doing in there. Christian, come on in. Jesus Diarte. All right, state your name and date of birth.
Christian Valentino Pinuelas, 2/14/1997.
2/14 of 97?
2/14/1997.
Okay. You've got two matters. They're both probation violations. You're on probation for two Class 6 felonies. Probation is alleging you violated Term 3 and 5. I've appointed a lawyer to represent you on both of these. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition, June 3rd at 8:30. Set a $750 bond on each. Now, if you post these two bonds, you must contact your probation officer within 72 hours. Get your paperwork from the court staff. Jesus Diarte, come on in. Victor Zalata to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Jesus Diarte, January 18th, 1991.
You have a failure to appear warrant for one kind of possession of dangerous drugs, one kind of possession of narcotic drug, both Class 4 felonies. One kind of possession of drug paraphernalia, Class 6 felony. Now, I couldn't appoint you an attorney. Wait a minute. This is a failure to appear warrant because you already have been given an attorney. So you have a court-appointed lawyer. Your next hearing is going to be a status conference, June 3rd at 8:30. And I've set a $500 cash bond. Get your paperwork from the court staff.
Well, the reason why I missed was because my friend had a stroke, and I'm his only help. Like he's actually.
You what?
I'm his own. He had a stroke, and he has no help. He actually needs my help like right now.
Yeah, well, that doesn't mean you can't go to court.
Well, it was his life risk for him. So, like, and he has nobody. Like, he has nobody else, and so I'm the one that's helping him.
Yeah,
He can't
well, the court set a bond because you didn't show up for court. You also didn't show up for a Phoenix City court. So you're going to have to see Phoenix City Court as well.
Yeah, that's the reason why, is because I was helping him out. Like, I mean, I dropped everything that I was doing to help him, so.
Well, get your paperwork. You're still going to have a bond. Victor Zalata, come on in. Timothy Beasley to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Victor Hugo Zoleta, October 11, 1989.
You have a municipal court new case alleging one kind of an assault, one kind of criminal damage, one kind of disorderly conduct. Those are all misdemeanors. You'll have a lawyer appointed for you at your next hearing, which will be an arraignment, June 10th at 2 o'clock. I'm going to release you on your own promise to go to court. No returning to the alleged scene of the crime and no contact with the victim. And what that means is no email, no texting, no social media, no calling somebody else to call the victim, no contacts.
Ma'am, if I may, we have a child together.
What?
We have a child together.
Uh-huh.
Can I not have contact in regards to the child? It's a 6-month-old baby.
No, you still can't have contact, but what I'm going to do is give you, we're going to print this out.
I do have a second question.
Yeah.
We reside together.
You what?
We reside together, we live together.
You can't be back together.
Okay. How can I communicate to her that
You're gonna have to speak up.
How can I communicate with her that we cannot live in the same house? It's my house, but she has her own house.
Well, I can't make her move because
Right.
you're the one that's charged.
Well, she's charged as well. I'm a crime and a victim, and so is she.
She what?
I'm a victim and the what do you call it? The criminal, and so is she. So it's a I guess a two-faced charge for both of us. She got arrested as well.
All right, I'm going to tell you what I'm doing. So, you can print that over again. So if she's still at the place.
No, from what I understand.
Let me finish.
Oh, sorry.
If she's still there, you can do what's called a civil standby, where you call police in your area, they meet you there, allow you to get your personal belongings, and then you have to leave. If she's not there, then you can return to the residence.
And if she shows up, then
if she shows up, you shut the door.
Okay. May I ask this? As far as the baby, I believe the baby was sent over to CPS. Who can I contact in regards to that?
That's not part of criminal. All right, get your paperwork.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Timothy Beasley, come on in. Freddie Perez to the chair outside the courtroom. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Timothy Beasley, 02/27/2004.
You have a municipal court new case alleging one kind of an assault, one kind of disorderly conduct, both class 1 misdemeanors. Based on your financial affidavit, you're kidding me. I could not find that you're indigent. So you can do one of two things. You can hire your own attorney, or at your next court hearing, give more information to the judge about your financial status, how much you make, what are your bills, how many people do you take care of, that kind of stuff, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Your next hearing is going to be an arraignment, June 11th at 1 o'clock. I'm going to release you on your own promise to go to court. No contact with the alleged victim, got it?
Yes, ma'am.
No email, no texting, no calling somebody else to call them, none of that, got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Get your paperwork from the court staff. Freddie Perez, come on in. And tell Brooke we're going to...
Good evening.
State your name and date of birth.
Freddie Perez, 02/04/02.
February 4th, 2002?
Yes.
Okay, you have a Justice Court new case alleging one kind of driving with license suspended, revoked, or canceled. That's a misdemeanor. You're not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer due to the charges. Your next hearing will be an arraignment, June 12th at 1:30. I'm going to release you on your own promise to go to court.
Okay.
All right, get your paperwork.
Thank you.
No, I have the interpreter on the line as well.
We do have these?
Yeah, I think the interpreter.
Okay, we're going to take the interpreter. Sorry.
That's okay.
All right. Neeraj Malik. And then Sanjit Sandhu to the chair outside the courtroom. All right, interpreter, are you with us?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, hi, my name's Cindy Nanetti. I'm a judge pro tem here in Phoenix, Arizona. We are in court, so I do need to swear you in. Are you ready? Interpreter?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am, I'm ready.
Do you swear or affirm that the information you're about to interpret from English to Hindu and Hindu to English will be true and accurate to the best of your knowledge and ability?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, we're going to get started right now. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
हेलो जी, आप मुझे सुन सकते हैं?
हाँ जी।
आपको आवाज़ आ रही है मेरी?
हाँ जी।
आप अपना नेम बता दें और अपनी डेट ऑफ बर्थ बता दें।
नाम है नीरज मलिक, डेट ऑफ बर्थ है March 1st, 1995।
मैम, हैव यू गॉट इट?
Interpreter?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you tell me what he said?
Ma'am, actually, I want a repetition from him one more time because it's just mumbling like, so I want a repetition of his name one more time.
नाम है जी नीरज
आप मुझे
मलिक।
अपना नाम दोबारा।
नाम है जी नीरज मलिक।
क्या नाम?
नीरज
मलिक। His name is Neeraj Malik. Neeraj Malik is the name.
डेट ऑफ बर्थ है 1 मार्च 1995।
Yeah, and date of birth is 1st March 1995.
Is it March 1st?
Yeah. 1st March है ना? पहली मार्च है।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
Yeah.
Sir, you're here on a Superior Court new case.
अच्छा, आप यहाँ पे हैं अपनी सुपीरियर कोर्ट में न्यू केस के हवाले से, ठीक है?
हाँ जी।
Alleging one count of burglary in the 3rd degree.
ये कह रहे हैं कि आप पे इल्जाम लगा है 1 काउंट ऑफ बर्गलरी पे, ठीक है, 3 डिग्री में।
हाँ जी।
That's a class 4 felony.
ये एक क्लास 4 फेलनी है, ठीक है?
ठीक है जी।
I can't appoint you an attorney. I can't appoint you an attorney based on your financial form.
अच्छा जी, मैं आपको एक अटर्नी अपॉइंट नहीं कर सकती आपकी फाइनेंशियल फॉर्म की बेस पे।
ठीक है जी।
So you can hire your own attorney.
आप जो है वो अपना अटर्नी खुद हायर कर सकते हैं।
Or give more information to the next judge to see if you're eligible for a court-appointed lawyer.
या फिर आप जो है वो मज़ीद इंफॉर्मेशन दे सकते हैं जो दूसरा जज है, आया कि आप जो हैं वो एलिजिबल हैं कि जो कोर्ट का लॉयर है उसके लिए कि नहीं, ठीक है?
ठीक है जी.
Your next court date will be a status conference.
अच्छा जी, जो आपकी नेक्स्ट कोर्ट डेट होगी वो एक स्टेटस कॉन्फ्रेंस होगी, ठीक है?
ठीक है जी.
On June 3rd at 8:30.
अच्छा, 3 जून को होगी, 3 जून को 8:30 पे.
ठीक है जी.
And I've set a $20,000 bond.
Ma'am, can you please repeat it one more time?
I have set a $20,000 cash bond.
अच्छा जी, मैंने जो है वो 20,000 कैश बॉन्ड सेटअप कर लिया है, ठीक है?
ठीक है जी.
You are not to return to the alleged scene of the crime.
अच्छा जी, आपको जो है वो मतलब आपको ये अलाउ नहीं किया गया कि आप जहाँ पे आप पे इल्ज़ाम लगा है, जिस जगह ये जुर्म हुआ है, क्या आप वहाँ पे वापस जाएं, ठीक है?
ठीक है जी.
And you cannot have any contact with the people that were with you.
और आप जो है वो किसी किस्म का आपका कोई कांटेक्ट नहीं होना चाहिए, ठीक है?
ठीक है जी.
जो आपके
ठीक
साथ
है जी.
थे.
ठीक है जी.
ओके.
Get your paperwork from the court staff.
आप जो है वो अपना पेपर वर्क ले सकते हैं कोर्ट स्टाफ से, सही है?
ठीक है जी, ले लिया जी.
Okay.
Okay, ma'am, I will.
Now we have another one for you, Mr. Sandhu. Come on in, and Sahil to the chair outside the courtroom. All right, interpreter, we're going to get started right now. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Okay.
My name Ranjit Sandhu.
अपना नाम बता दें, अपनी डेट ऑफ बर्थ बता दें.
My name Ranjit Sandhu.
मैम रंजीत संधू.
May 12, 1982.
मैम 12 May 1982 the date of birth.
Sir, state your name and date of birth.
आप अपना नाम बता दें और अपनी डेट ऑफ बर्थ बता दें.
Name Ranjit Sandhu. Date of birth May 12, 1982.
He wants you to speak up in here, louder.
Yeah, Ranjit Sandhu and date of birth is 12 May 1982.
Sir, you're here on a Superior Court new case.
आप जो है यहाँ पे सुपीरियर कोर्ट में हैं, ठीक है, न्यू केस में.
Okay.
Alleging one count of burglary in the 3rd degree.
और आप पे इल्ज़ाम है वन काउंट ऑफ बर्गलरी का 3rd डिग्री में, ठीक है?
Okay.
That's a class 4 felony.
ठीक है.
आवाज नहीं आई सर.
ये कह रहे हैं कि ये क्लास 4 जुर्म है.
ठीक है सर.
I cannot appoint you an attorney based on your financial form.
मैं आपकी जो फाइनेंशियल फॉर्म है उसकी बेस पे आपको एक अटर्नी नहीं दे सकती, ठीक है?
Okay.
So you can either hire your own lawyer
अच्छा जी, आप जो है वो अपना खुद का लॉयर भी अरेंज कर सकते हैं,
ठीक है सर.
or give more information to the next judge about your finances.
या फिर आप जो है वो मजीद इंफॉर्मेशन दे सकते हैं दूसरे जज को अपने फाइनेंस के हवाले से.
Okay sir.
Your next hearing will be a status conference June 3rd at 8:30.
और आपकी जो नेक्स्ट हियरिंग होगी वो होगी स्टेटस कॉन्फ्रेंस 3 जून को 3 जून को 8:30 पे.
Okay.
I've set a $20,000 cash bond.
और मैंने एक 20,000 कैश बॉन्ड भी सेट किया है.
Okay.
You cannot return to the alleged scene of the crime.
और आप जो है वो वापस नहीं जा सकते, वो जहाँ पे जुर्म हुआ है वहाँ पे आप नहीं जा सकते वापस.
And no contact with the people that you were with when this happened.
और आप जो है वो उन लोगों के साथ कोई राब्ता नहीं कर सकते जो आपके साथ थे जब ये हुआ है.
दोबारा बोलिए सर.
कह रहे हैं कि आप उनके साथ कोई कांटेक्ट नहीं कर सकते दोबारा से जो लोग आपके साथ वहाँ पे थे.
Okay.
Get your paperwork from the court staff.
अच्छा, कोर्ट स्टाफ से आप अपना पेपर वर्क ले सकते हैं.
Okay.
Okay.
Next is Sahil. And then Robin ran sign to the chair outside the courtroom. Okay, interpreter, we're going to get started right now. State your name and date of birth.
आप मुझे अपना नाम बता दें और अपनी डेट ऑफ बर्थ बता दें.
मेरा नाम साहिल है और मेरी डेट ऑफ बर्थ 17 मार्च 2004 है.
Ma'am, my date of birth is 17 March 2004 and my name is Sahil.
You're here on a Superior Court new case.
आप यहाँ पे हैं सुपीरियर कोर्ट में न्यू केस में, ठीक है?
Alleging one count of burglary in the 3rd degree.
और आप जो हैं वो एक तीसरे दर्जे की चोरी में आप पे इल्जाम है, तीसरे दर्जे की चोरी का, ठीक है?
ठीक है.
That's a class 4 felony.
और ये क्लास 4 जुर्म है.
I could not find you indigent, so you can do one of two things.
अच्छा, मैं आपको आप एक से दो चीजें आप कर सकते हैं, ठीक है?
ओके.
Hire your own attorney.
आप जो है वो अपना खुद का वकील हायर कर सकते हैं.
Or give more information to the next judge about your finances. If you have a job and what do you owe people?
अच्छा, या फिर जो है वो आप जो है इंफॉर्मेशन दे सकते हैं दूसरे जज को अपने फाइनेंस के हवाले से अगर आपके पास कोई जॉब है, ठीक है?
ओके.
Your next court hearing will be a status conference June 3rd at 8:30.
और आपकी जो नेक्स्ट अपॉइंटमेंट है वो जून 3 को है 8:30 पे, ठीक है? वो आपके स्टेटस हियरिंग होगी.
ठीक है.
I've set a $20,000 bond.
और मैंने 20,000 बॉन्ड सेटअप किया है, ठीक है?
ठीक है।
You cannot return to the alleged scene of the crime.
और आप जो है जहाँ पे ये जुर्म हुआ है आप वहाँ पे नहीं जा सकते हैं।
ठीक है।
And no contact with the people you were with.
और आप जिन लोगों के साथ थे आप उनके साथ कांटेक्ट भी नहीं करना।
ठीक है।
Get your paperwork from the court staff.
Thank you.
आप अपना पेपर कोर्ट स्टाफ से ले सकते हैं।
Robin sign, come on in. Interpreter, this is our last one.
Okay.
I'm going to get started right now. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
आप अपना नाम बता दें और अपनी डेट ऑफ बर्थ बता दें।
नाम रॉबिन, डेट ऑफ बर्थ 28 जून 2003।
Ma'am, my name is Robin and 28 June 2003 is my date of birth.
You're here on a Superior Court new case.
आप जहाँ पे हैं सुपीरियर कोर्ट में, ठीक है, न्यू केस के हवाले से।
Okay.
Alleging one count of burglary in the 3rd degree, class 4 felony.
आप जो है वो आपने एक तीसरे दर्जे की चोरी की है, ठीक है, जो एक क्लास 4 जुर्म है।
I've appointed a lawyer to represent you.
अच्छा, मैं एक लॉयर जो है वो अपॉइंट किया है, ठीक है, आपको नुमाइंदगी करने के लिए।
Your next hearing will be a status conference June 3rd at 8:30.
और आपकी जो नेक्स्ट हियरिंग होगी वो होगी एक स्टेटस कॉन्फ्रेंस और वो 3 जून को होगी, 3 जून को 8:30 पे 8:30, ठीक है?
ठीक है।
I've set a $20,000 bond.
अच्छा जी, मैंने 20,000 जो है वो बॉन्ड सेट किया है।
ठीक है।
Get your paperwork from the court staff.
आप अपना पेपर वर्क जो है वो कोर्ट स्टाफ से ले सकते हैं।
All right, thank you so much, interpreter.
Okay, no worries, ma'am. Is there anything else that the interpreter can assist?
Thank you for helping.
Okay, no worries. Thanks for calling Line Bridge for your language needs. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. All right, court staff. All I have is our FOJ, and then Mr. Alec Mussy. Yes. That's it? Yes. Okay. Alec, come on in. Sir, state your name and date of birth.
Alec Mussy, October 9th, 2002.
Counsel.
Thank you, Your Honor. Gone about the state.
All right, sir, you're here in a Superior Court new case alleging one count of child or vulnerable adult abuse. It's a class 5 felony. I'm appointing a lawyer to represent you. Counsel?
Thank you, Your Honor. The state would like to supplement the probable cause narrative. The child victim is 4 years old. Additionally, in regards to the bond request, the state's asking for a $15,000 secured appearance bond. Our understanding is that Mr. Mussy doesn't appear to have any prior criminal history. However, given the nature of the charge and the allegations are that he allowed the minor child to wander away naked from the residence. When law enforcement made contact with him, he was asleep and didn't appear to be aware that the child was outside. Additionally, the child was not able to provide information to the law enforcement regarding its name or where it resided. The child was in a very significantly dangerous situation. given all that, that's why we believe that that bond request is appropriate. Additionally, the state would ask to seal the Form 4 because it does contain the minor victim's name, and we have provided the court with a redacted version.
All right, sir, your next hearing is going to be, and I did seal the Form 4.
Thank you.
Your next hearing is going to be a status conference on June the 3rd at 8:30, and I am setting a $15,000 bond. You cannot have any contact, at least at this point, with the alleged victim. No contact with any minors under the age of 18. And no possessing or consuming of any alcohol.
Your Honor, I have one question.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's going to be possible with my son. My ex lives in Indiana. My parents, he is in an autistic for 8 hours a day. But other than that, I have nobody else to watch him other than for 2 hours afterwards for his respite.
Well, DCS will take care of him.
Okay, I'll communicate that with my parents.
All right, get your paperwork. Anything else, counsel?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
Maybe excused.
What?
Maybe excused.
Of course.
Thank you.
Deanna Varela. All right, state your name and date of birth.
Deanna Varela, 11/30/97.
Okay, so did you get that laminated piece of paper to read?
Yes, ma'am, it's right here.
Okay, coming to court. All right.
Yes.
So, and you read that?
Yes. So.
Okay.
I didn't mean to interrupt you.
All right. No, let me just go through a couple things with you, and then you can ask me questions. Okay. Yes. So I have a warrant here from the state of Texas.
Right.
You have a choice to make at this time. Choice number one, you can choose to waive your right to an extradition hearing and be sent back to Texas within 30 days.
Yeah.
Choice number two, you can demand a hearing and that a governor's warrant be signed by the governors of both states before you can go back to Texas. Now, I'll fill you in a little bit more. If you choose to waive your right, option number one, to an extradition hearing, you would be held non-bondable. You have to stay in the jail for a period of up to 30 days to allow time for Texas to come and get you. That 30 days normally would start tomorrow.
Okay.
As long as you do not have any criminal charges pending against you in anywhere in Arizona, and I didn't see any. So it would start tomorrow.
Yes, ma'am. Or Your Honor.
If you do have criminal charges pending against you in Arizona, the 30 days would not start until those charges are resolved. Okay? Now, if they don't come get you in 30 days, then you have to be released. Now, if you want to have an extradition hearing, you don't want to waive your right, I'm going to set a hearing, and it's going to be on June 9th at 1:30. I cannot appoint an attorney to represent you because extradition matters are civil in nature, but you would have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense if you choose. Now, you are entitled to bail on this. And I think I saw it was $5,000. Let me just see. Yeah.
I'm just going to do the time. Sorry.
The bail amount is $5,000, and you could go through a bonding company, okay? So I would set a $5,000 bail. If you are unable to post your bail, you would be held in custody during that time or until another judge modifies your bail.
Right.
A governor's warrant signed by the governors of both states requiring to execute you to Texas can take up to 90 days. What would you like to do?
I would just like to do the 30 days here, or what's...
So you want to waive your rights?
No, I don't, no. That's not a good option, is it?
So do you not want to waive your right? I'm going to set $5,000 bail, and you can bail out. And then they're going to start the process. And you're going to have another hearing on June 9th at 1:30. Okay?
Do you think that would be the best option, or?
Well, if you can bail out, yeah.
Well, I don't want to bail out. I just want to just do the 30 days.
Well, this can be up to 90 days.
That's fine.
Well, if you want to waive your right, then you're going to be held in custody for only 30 days. The shorter one is the first option. Okay. Waiving your rights and saying, I just want to get this over with. And
okay, so am I a felon after that? Like, am I?
No, this has nothing to do with guilt or not guilty.
Oh, okay, okay. Yeah, because I turned myself in.
You're just saying, I know I got these charges and I'm going to go back and take care of it.
Right.
Without waiving your right, then you got to fight the extradition and you got to have the governors of both states look at the paperwork.
Okay.
Then it takes longer. If you want to say, I don't want to do that, I just want to go, they might get here in a week.
Right.
I have no idea. They have up to 30 days.
Right. Okay, yeah, I'll just do the first one then.
All right, then if you want to do that, then I got to ask you some questions to make sure that you know what you're doing, okay?
Okay, yes, Your Honor.
So, I understand at this time, you do want to sign the waiver of extradition, so I need to ask you some questions to make a record. Did you read that waiver of extradition paperwork before court?
Yeah, I skimmed through it.
What?
I skimmed through it.
Okay, but do you understand it? You understand what we're talking about?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that you don't have to waive your right and sign the paperwork? You can try and fight it and stay longer in jail.
Right.
Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that you have the right to have that extradition hearing?
Yes, Your Honor.
Yes. Do you understand that you have the right to hire a lawyer at your own expense?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you understand that you have the right to demand that the governor's warrants be signed by both governors before they can return you to Texas?
Yes, Your Honor.
You have the right to bail, which would be $5,000. Is that a yes?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you want to give up these rights and sign the paperwork?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, this doesn't mean you're guilty or not guilty. It just means you want to go back quicker.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Has anyone threatened you or promised you anything to get you to sign the paperwork?
No.
Have you had any drugs, alcohol, or medication within the last 24 hours?
Alcohol, yes.
Okay. Do you believe that alcohol has affected your ability to understand what we've been talking about?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Well, I'm going to find that you're knowingly, intelligently, and voluntarily signing the waiver, and I'm also going to sign it.
Okay.
I'm going to direct the sheriff's office to notify Texas that you're ready to return. So they may come earlier than 30 days, okay? The requesting state will have 30 days from tomorrow to pick you up unless you have local charges pending. If you have local charges pending, the 30 days would not start until the conclusion of that case. If they don't come and get you after those 30 days, then you must be released. Do you have any questions for me? All right, then come over here. We're going to have to sign paperwork. While we're doing that, I'm going to ask court staff about our house calls, okay? We've got, Leo Yanli, Mondragon Gomez de Los Angeles, number 2. Why is she a house call? Pardon? What's the name again? Number 2. So I think it's the longest name I've ever seen in court.
Disruptive and GP.
Okay, date of birth is 11/7 of 2003. She had an open container of liquor in a vehicle, class 2 misdemeanor. She's not entitled to court-appointed lawyer. Her next hearing will be in arraignment, June 10th at 8 o'clock. I'm going to release her on her own promise to go to court. What about Itzel Cuevas? Number 30.
Same thing, disruptive and GP. Just wandering around. Wandering around.
Okay, but does that mean you can't bring her in?
Yes, because they take off when the door opens. Thank you.
Well, was she acting strange or?
Bizarre behavior.
Okay. Itzel Cuevas, date of birth 12/3 of 93. She's got a Superior Court new case alleging one kind of possession of dangerous drugs, class 4 felony. I've appointed a lawyer to represent her. Next hearing will be a status conference, June 3rd at 8:30. I've set a $2,000 cash only bond. Great. And then Taj Hampton, number 9. Why is he a house call?
She's dangerous to self.
Taj Hampton, date of birth 3/20/03. He's got a Superior Court probation violation warrant for his probation that he's on for a class 5 felony. Probation is alleging he violated terms 3, 4, 5, and 15. I've appointed a lawyer to represent him. His next hearing will be an arraignment, possible disposition. June 3rd at 8:30, I've set a $1,000 bond. Lastly is Alana Harris. Why is she a house call?
Disruptive and GP.
Okay, Alana Harris, date of birth 2/26/06. She's here in a municipal court new case, alleging one count of criminal damage. That's a misdemeanor. She's not entitled to a court-appointed lawyer. Her next hearing will be an arraignment on June 11th at 1 o'clock, and I'm going to release her on her own promise to go to court. And we can go off the record.